Hello and welcome back to Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Now, first of all, before we get started, I'm very motivated to record right now, but I'm also very tired, so I apologize for any excessive yawning in advance. Last episode, we had a very interesting discussion between Haruo, I think her name was, and Ayame, where I think we end up giving away our curse stone as Haruo to Ayame. But this time around, I guess we will continue here, preparing for battle. Together with Yoshimi's fiancée Mayu, Yako and Mio report all they've learned so far to Tsutsumi and the others. Putting all their stories together, they can see their final objective at long last. Yako Zakazaki, 5 p.m. Komagata High School. Mr. Tsutsumi, this is Mayu Chozawa.
Oh, so you're the one. Assuming the police was looking for you. Glad to see you're alright.
Sorry, I should have told someone I was okay. I was just so pissed off. Falling right into Hyaku's hands, I got myself into some deep shit.
Yeah, 'cause seems like they're still up to something. We'll have to make sure they clean up their act once and for all. Get it? 'Cause they sell soap?
Nice one, boss. You're really on top of your game today.
Stop trying to make me feel better. I shouldn't have said anything.
More importantly, Mayu, thank you for your cooperation with Yoshimi. We'll get to the bottom of it, I promise. Oh, you must be Detective Ario. I heard a lot about you from Hajime. I'll be counting on you. Catch whoever did this, no matter what. Okay. I'm not sure why, but I feel fired up. It feels like we're close to the moment of truth. I think Mio feels the same. Mayu rushed to Hitomi's place and back for us. She's been trying to appear calm, but I'm sure she must still be in shock. I bet he's making jokes and stuff at a time like this because he doesn't want to stress us out. I wonder if he's able to stay so calm because of experience or if he's just that kind of person. Detective Area was nice enough to get us something to drink earlier. Seeing a detective take time for little things like that helps put my mind at ease a little.
Okay, we'll start here.
Oh, Mr. Tsutsumi. I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nakagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me.
So even the desk jockeys are lending a hand. It brings a tear to your eye. So, what'd they say?
Right, about the Onmyoji woman who was in Edo at the time of the Honjo incident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seemed to match the person seen in a resentful memory for the foot-washing mansion.
Huh, so she must be the one who fought with Seiman over the right.
And they found that her name was Ashino.
Ashino, huh? What else?
That's all.
That's not much help.
Oh, but apparently she was quite the powerful Onmyoji. And she died bearing a similarly powerful resentment. It's possible that she became a vengeful spirit with a connection to the 7 mysteries.
A vengeful spirit?
Any descendants of Ashino or people otherwise closely aligned with her live today. There's a possibility that spirit awakened and possessed them. Yeah, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them. Though this of course doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality. Her resentment and her spirit power, those are the parts of her that would have the strongest influence.
Since Seiman's descendants are still around in the present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too. They might just be desk jockeys, but they wouldn't give us this info if it was only speculation. They must have found some amount of evidence looking into abnormal phenomena or things like that.
Oh, the Feast of Shadows.
There it is, her abnormal phenomenon.
Neo, what do you mean? The person who initiated the curse this time, who we've been calling the Mastermind, they might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji named Ashino, the enemy of Seiman. You have any idea who they could be or where to find them? Like, if you looked at the Mio, would you be able to tell right away? It's like how I didn't realize that Michio had fused with your consciousness, Yako. Common spirits will leak spirit energy left and right, so I can notice them just by looking carefully. But when spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple. Oh. I'm sorry. My skills still need a lot of work, and I don't have anything else to offer. Mio, that's not true at all. You're fine. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or other. Thanks. Oh, Mayu, did you meet with Hitomi? Yeah, I met her at the spot I was told. She was acting though, but I think the incident with Hajime has her really shaken up. Oh, she was acting tough, not though. I briefly explained our situation and had her give Hajime's talisman to me. Here, this is what you're looking for, right? Yes, it is. Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Mr. Tsutsumi, about this.
Right, you should hold on to it, Mio. Not like we could use it as it is. Try to figure out what we'll need to do once we get both halves together.
Understood. I'll see what I can do. They've all but finished investigating the crime scene and the police have mostly left. They're letting us use the school as our base of communications as per Inspector Tsutsumi's request.
Is there anything else in the surroundings? It does not appear so. No.
Basically, I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji Ashino. I see. Is this mastermind also the one who killed Hajime trying to get the record of Fate's Yin scroll? Yes, I think that's very likely. So that's how it is, huh? And I want you to catch them no matter what. Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hajime's last job. Finish it for him, okay? We will. I guess this is the end of his family line too, huh? All the people who inherited the talisman before him are already all gone.
Oh, I heard you had a curse stone too.
Yeah, I should give it to you then, right? Those things really are a pain in the ass. Gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas.
So this is a beckoning light, huh? Alright, safe and sound with me. Sorry you won't be able to bring him back.
Don't worry about it. He and I were always prepared for the worst anyway.
What the?
What's wrong?
Damn. The trigger for the beckoning light's curse is some serious shit.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said it'd give me weird ideas. See what I mean now?
How's it work? I'll leave you a note you can read later. We have more important things to worry about now.
Right. Mr. Tsutsumi, does that make it 5 curse stones that you've gathered now?
Should be. I want to get the other 4 on the wraps as soon as we can.
Let's see, I have no idea about the Whispering Canal. Someone made off with the one-sided reed which Nejima had.
Yeah, damn shame.
After that, we don't know about the Taiko Tsuhiro either, do we?
So, we can assume that Curse Bearers are still prowling around out there with those ones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon.
Come to think of it, did Old Man Ashimiya end up getting away? So word's already out, huh? He was cornered but managed to take a hostage and escape, is what I heard on the radio. happened after that? So that's all they're reporting. Here's what really happened. He was killed? And the hostage was Tsutsumi's daughter, whose whereabouts is still unknown? Yep, his daughter showing up was a huge surprise. Even Boss couldn't believe it.
Damn it. The hell do you expect? No one could have seen that coming.
So there's already an emergency search underway for her as a key witness and suspect. I'll be rejoining the search for her after we're done here. Key witness and suspect? But wasn't she a hostage? Could she have killed Nejima and fled the scene? Well, it's just a possibility.
We're talking possibilities. Might as well tell them everything. It's very likely that Nejima was killed by a curse stone.
By a curse bearer? Oh, it's already evening, so the effect of the Feast of Shadows would be starting to return.
Yeah, which makes it likely that a curse was used to kill him.
Boss, you're repeating yourself. Try to calm down for a second. But that would mean the inspector's daughter is probably a curse bearer, right?
Did you say something? Maybe I'm losing my hearing in my old age.
Boss, you can hear just fine. Don't play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We even talked about how she might have the Taiko of Tsugaru if that's the case.
Did we? My memory's a little hazy.
You've got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector?
It's a little too close to home now.
But either way, we have to find her as soon as possible. That's why we'll be joining the search as soon as we're done here. One more thing. There's a very good chance that his daughter has Michio Shiraishi's talisman. All the more reason for you to get back to that search. Best of luck.
What the hell has she gotten herself into? Now, is that everything we needed to chat about? If you don't need anything else, we'll be going back to the search.
There actually is one thing.
Oh, what's that?
Just completely hypothetically. What if the inspector's daughter was the mastermind? I mean, she's a woman. Seems like she was after the talismans.
Sorry, don't really understand what you mean.
Boss, come on, we've got to look at the facts. But that would mean Inspector Tsutsumi would also have to be one of Ashino's descendants. Oh, right. You're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're so resistant to the paranormal.
Don't believe I've ever heard anything about being related to them on Myoji.
Oh.
But, well, if you put it like that, her being the mastermind, it's possible.
Really?
I say possible, but I mean unlikely is what I want to think. Damn it. I don't even want to imagine it.
Boss, if we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No dragging your heels about it.
No, it's not that. There's something I never told her. Never wanted to tell her. The truth is, she's not my real daughter.
What?
20 years ago. Well, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was just a baby.
Do you know anything about her birth parents?
You could say I do, I guess, but really, I don't know anything.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it.
Ario, you heard what I said, didn't you?
Just now? About 20 years ago? No, boss, that can't be. Nejima's?
That's right. When we arrested Fumijika Nejima, there was a baby at his house on the brink of death. That was my daughter, Ayame Tsutsumi. She goes by Ayame Tono now.
What?
Someone had to take care of her. The baby holds no blame for the circumstances she came from.
But boss, according to Nejima, that baby... It's his former lover reincarnated using black magic. What?
Personally, I think that story is bullshit.
According to Nejima. My goodness. It's hard to believe from Nejima's behavior, but could it really be true?
I've got a few doubts. We have to question whether the Shino woman ever really existed in the first place. There are no records of her, no body was found. Her name never came up once during the investigation. Even if this woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic.
I agree. No matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. It seems more likely he's deluded himself, not wanting to recognize that the spell he risked his life on failed to work.
That's my thinking too. The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and Shino's, and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she could be a descendant of Ashino.
Huh. If nothing else, their names are pretty similar. Okay, assuming all of that is true for a moment, Ayame getting taken away by Nejima and then killing him, that would mean that she killed her own father.
Calm down, this is all still conjecture. But now that Nejima is dead, we have no means to investigate. So regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. As her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that.
I understand.
Alright, should get back to the search. We'll find her and clear up all of this.
Yes, sir.
The talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this as well. I'd appreciate it if you could help us find it. So if anything happens, please call the police.
We will. I'm worried about Hitomi, so I'm going to head to where she is. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you all.
Well, we've been waiting to hear good news for a while now.
Oh? Conclusion? Huh. We still have possible paths leading off of this? I think we could have probably done this, but not given away our curse stone. Let me quickly try this. I think we just do that anyway. Wait. Huh. I thought she'd already gotten rid of the lighter at that stage. But apparently, if we use it early enough, well, I didn't want to burn her, but okay. Ma'am, why? It was the only way. Richter, could we settle any outstanding tabs now?
Yeah, sure.
Huh. Some days later. Amamori, you got a moment? Of course. Well, what is it, Mr. Richter? I was just curious. Have you heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to the Sumida River and resurrected her dead child? Oh, what are you on about? The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in Sumida River, so she then built a mound and continued to pray there until her son somehow emerged from the mound back from the dead. Or so the legend goes. I heard it's being adapted into a no play too. Interesting. And? Well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist. Sorry to ask again, but what are you on about? Well, that is one of the endings. That path was a lot quicker than I expected to be. There we go. Oops, yes. Wait, skip the performance. What do you mean the performance? What performance are we watching? We're just rolling credits here. Okay, well, I kind of want to see if there actually is something after. Okay, the credits are already. Oh no, they're not over. Never mind. Okay, well, we'll give it a minute or two, and we'll see if there's anything after that. And if there isn't, I'll just remember to cut this out. Hopefully. Okay, the credits are gone. Only took like a minute extra. Okay, there is something. Never mind. It is what it is. Welcome to my office. It might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on, Ernestine, say hello. That's it, good girl. Oh, that boy over there? That must be... Hey kid, I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. What's that? You want to be an investigator when you grow up too? That's great. It's so much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, Amamori, don't you tell the kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Why don't you bring us all some tea instead? Pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? Ending 3. Haru's legacy. Good end? Question mark? I mean, you know, we killed Ayame for it, so I'm not sure about that part. But I mean, whatever happens after it seems quite nice. Haru gets her child back. Richter seems happy enough about it. What is there we can still do with this? It's still not, like, completely done. I guess, well, yeah, I guess there is the part where, I forgot, there's the part where we can talk a bunch with her. And then at the end, she's like, give us your curse stone. And we're like, no instead this time. And then we might die. Is there like a skip? Oops, that's not what I wanted. But do we have a skip? Skip? There's no skip. Okay, fair enough. Then we hammer the enter key as fast as we can. It did talk for a while. Oh, I think it was that we have to ask her if she smokes. That's what caught her, like, that's where she caught on. And that's when she got rid of the lighter. I think those two are then, like, they don't matter, but I'll go through it anyway because I don't want to go through the first whole dialogue again. I think those two aren't that long, maybe? Yeah. Oh, well, continues. We'll spam it, it's fine. It'll take an extra minute or so. I like how you can see the bird sticker in the background. I hope that should bring us the remaining sort of branch and path. Although I am curious on what the manhunt chapter, the one on the bridge, actually leaves as, you know, a diverging path, because I didn't feel like I could take a different path, but who knows. All right. But here she's like, yeah, you fought. You were too slow. And now we decide to not give up the crystal anyway. Alright, should be any second now. Nope. Sorry, but that won't make me back down. Ma'am, that lighter, when did you... what? My clothes are on fire. There does not need to be an open flame, as long as there's a spark of fire on you. Huh? Ma'am, please think this through. Okay, and then we get to that. Oh. Okay. Interesting. But is that the divergent path that we still... Because it's still the only... It's still the same outcome as the other ending we got. It was some additional dialogue we hadn't seen and some additional actions. Okay, but it's not. I'm confused. I might have to look up later how you finish those things, because for both I don't really see any other options, so we'll just go to this instead. Tsutsumi and Eryo continue their investigation, deciding to meet with Ayame Tono to get to the bottom of it all. What will be the conclusion to the curses of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, to Seimon and Ashino's intertwined fates? Tetsuo Tsutsumi, 6 p.m. Sumida River. Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university. That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay my tuition. Huh. Not one to mince words, eh? You came alone, right? Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over some ransom money for hostages. I just don't want to get caught, okay? Of course. Never thought I'd see the day that you called the police. Yes, something I needed to see you about. Well, alright then. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's go through things one by one. Can I see them from here? No, okay. That would have been so funny if there was just like, you could randomly see them. The sun is starting to dip down into the horizon, and this long, long day is about to end. We don't have to worry about Nejima's threats anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen. Any more birds? I don't see any birds. Is that there? Huh. Sure has changed over the past 3 years. Got more of a grown-up air about her. Hard to believe she's that same little girl who'd get omelette all over her face when we took her out to eat.
Wait a minute, is that how far back I have to go for a happy memory together? No wonder she hates me.
About... About why she wants to write. Let's start with that.
Why are you willing to go so far for the right of resurrection? What do you want with it?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You'd just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely.
Come on, I wouldn't do that.
Have you heard the idea? Yes, you would.
Maybe together we can think up a way for you to get what you want without resurrection.
I want to bring Katsushika Hokusai back to life.
Hokusai? What? Hokusai the ukiyo-e artist? That Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life?
That'd be quite the feat, huh?
That's... That's... You... I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid?
See? The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. I'm sure you never noticed.
Really? I had no idea.
It saved me. Hokusai is the reason I'm still alive today.
I didn't know you felt so hopeless.
You would only realize it now. But it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew that was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy.
You're really serious about this?
About her mother.
How is she? Yasuko, I mean.
Mom? I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her though, haven't you?
I did call her this morning actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been running around all over the place looking for you.
Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you'd heard from me?
I did not. Well, I've heard you're into nightlife and staying out late these days. Didn't want her to worry more than she already was.
You're one to talk.
About Nejima. And I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Nejima?
And if I did you hide me from the police?
Well, I don't know if I...
That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Yes, I did it.
You...
I don't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens, and I realized while he was talking to me that he fulfilled the condition of my curse, so I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So, there's no going back now.
That's not true. You can still make things right before you make them worse.
And let me say it another way. This is my chance, and I won't throw it away.
Your chance? Did Nejima say anything to you?
He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure.
Yeah, not surprised there.
So I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone.
Harsh.
In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit.
No. Kindred spirit? What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal.
Was. He was a dangerous criminal. But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different.
No, you're different.
Am I?
Well, maybe not that different.
At least you're honest.
I No, I haven't been the best father. But I wonder, of all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they'd committed a crime?
How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that.
Yeah, plenty of parents take the fall for their children, or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe as a parent, it's the right thing to do.
I don't know. But I think having a father like that would make it easier to go to him for advice if I did do something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side.
I see. So that's what it would take, to be on your side. I can't do that.
That's okay. I wasn't really expecting you to.
So Nejima really didn't tell you anything?
Not really, no.
About being taken hostage. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Nejima. You hurt.
And there it is. That's so like you.
What?
You're only mentioning that now? Shouldn't that have been the first thing you asked me?
Well, I was just...
You're not worried about me. All you care about is yourself.
Yeah, you're right. I've been selfish, I know.
Oh, come on, Mr. Tsutsumi. You can do better than that. You really screwed up there, huh?
I wonder if that conversation goes differently if you ask that first.
I'm fine. I managed to get away somehow or other.
Right, I'm glad. Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michiyo Shiraishi had?
Michiyo Shiraishi?
From the car crash you were in with that Namigaki guy.
Oh, with Yutaro? Yeah, it was there.
Yutaro? That sounds like... So, you and him were...
Not really. He was kind of a boring guy.
What? You're serious? But he said...
Oh, you're getting off track, Mr. Tsutsumi. The talisman. Get back to the talisman. We shouldn't have relied on him for this.
Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with the hit and run case on top of everything, you're really in deep.
Is that really what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, no. Tell me about the talisman. Did you take it from the scene?
You mean this?
That's it.
I picked it up at the scene of the crash. I didn't want to leave fingerprints behind.
That's all? There's really no other reason?
What's the big deal? Is it really that special, this whole thing?
Yeah, it's real important. Would you mind giving it to me?
Important? For what?
For putting a stop to the curses of the 7 mysteries.
Oh. So, that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the right.
Real smart there, Tsutsumi. Real smart.
And no way. I'm definitely keeping it.
I screwed that one up. It's not the first one.
Is that Tsutsumi? You really can't do any better than that? Come on, the talisman.
Oh, will you give me the talisman?
What? No way. I can't lose the right.
You have a curse stone, don't you?
I do.
You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would you? The police will handle any damage the curse caused. Now, before you do any more wrong with it.
I'm not giving it up.
Of course not. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life?
That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I'll use it, no hesitation.
She called the police asking for me by name and demanded that I come meet her here alone. They asked if I wanted a team to set up a perimeter, but I had them stand down. Sure, she might make a run for it, but I don't want her panicking if she has a curse stone. Besides, I'm not trying to take her in by force. Oops. Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have?
3. Not that it matters.
3, huh?
I'm not handing them over. I think I've let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn?
By all means.
You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? Well, I mean, she can tell.
Well, sure, you can't live as long as I have without having a secret or two.
Of course you tried to dodge the question. Now then, let me tell you how my curse stone, the Taiko Suguru, works.
What?
My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. So, if you try to cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing?
I get it. Why you wanted to see me. Then let me tell you one thing first. The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie.
What? How is that fair? And you use that curse on me?
As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable, but as a parent with a duty to his child, I have no other choice.
Are you threatening me? Do you really think that's enough to convince me to do as you say?
I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest you try not to lie.
Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. If you try to hide it now, you really will die. Am I your real daughter? I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it. Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. But my real parent is the man I was just with.
Ayame. Is that all you have to say? Then I only have one answer for you. You are honestly and truly our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less.
Even now, you're still trying to hide it. Why? Are you really that stupid? Boss! Why? Is your pride worth dying for? I should have known. Why? Why go this far to hide it?
Ayame, listen.
Huh? You're... how?
Ayame, be proud. No matter what happens, you are a precious daughter.
No, wait, how are you still alive?
I don't know what that piece of shit Nejima filled your head with, but you're not Shino, and you're not Ashino either. You're our daughter, Ayame Tsutsumi. Right, I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Tsutsumi, Tono, both will always be part of who you are.
Oh, what? Why are you doing this? That's not true. The curse proves that it's not.
Sure, you probably don't have many memories of us playing together, and I did leave everything at home to your mom, and I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter how riley a crime scene I was at, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it.
Why? Why say all of this now?
So, do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth, too. And if you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me.
Stop, I can't.
The mastermind behind all this, the one who awakened the curses of the seven mysteries in order to use the right. Wasn't you, was it?
No, I wouldn't even know how to do that.
And picking up Michio Shiraishi talisman was just coincidence, right?
Huh? Yeah, I already told you that.
Ah, good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Nijima. You can stand on your own two legs. You can keep living without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse, too. It's not too late to atone, but a hit and run for using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can, because you're my daughter. And after that, just live the best life that you can.
Dad! Boss! That day, at 6:18 p.m., Ayame Tono was taken into custody. Tetsuo Tsutsimi's death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 curse stones possessed by Tsutsumi, as well as the 3 given up by Ayame, lost their curse bearers. This temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Miyo Korosuzu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman possessed by Ayame Tono was recovered and entrusted to Miyo Korosuzu as well. Thus, any massacre that could potentially be caused by this iteration of the curses was prevented before it could ever happen. Or so it seemed. There's 9 curse stones. It mentioned 8 curses. What do you mean acquire all curse echoes? There's one we missed, isn't there? Okay, the Taiko of Tsugaru. Kills by bludgeoning one who is discovered to be hiding something from the curse bearer. I'll scroll through this. I won't read it right now because I'm curious on that you can pause if you want to read it, and I'll do the same with this. The one-sided read kills by dismemberment one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. Huh, interesting. So that was the one Nejima had. I mean, I guess that automatically means if it's someone you know and they're in front of you, they fulfill the conditions. Yeah, I'll scroll through this one quickly as well. Okay. Now what do you mean, or so it seemed? Jun Ario, 8 p.m. Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. He was the one. He was the evil mastermind. I can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found. Yeah, we still have that one curse. Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely? Yep, we sent her home in a patrol car earlier. Apparently she put up quite a fuss, saying she wanted to see things through to the end. Thank you. The Feast of Shadows was starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous. Oh. Mockingbird number 20. Budgie Mary. "8 p.m. With no one around, this place is silent as a grave. No one wants to go out at night in these parts after everything that's happened over the past 2 days. Yeah, there's nothing else. Okay. Oh. What's wrong? Next is Detective Aereo. Oh. What? What? Mio? You're slightly scary. I can't get my mind off the remaining curse stone, the Whispering Canal, and who the mastermind is. But we have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the 2 talismans? Have you figured out the location of the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the 2 talismans, they formed a seal which could be undone. The things inside the talismans that looked like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll kept folded up by the seal. Who'd have thought the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? Oh wait, was that Aereo who said that? Oops. Yeah, it was. Who'd have thought the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin Scroll then. What's it say? Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out. Okay, unlocking the seal. Got it. Sure thing. I don't know what it'll be able to do, but let me add it. Wow. I didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Okay, let's see. There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design. Harp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed. Remove the 5 seals in the right order. Okay. If you get it wrong, is it going to, go boom? Huh? No, we'll just have to try again. I tested it once already. Oh, you already tried it yourself. So brave. I think its device to the seal can only be undone if the curses for the rite have already been unleashed. And I think there's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready.